Today we're going to take this engine out of this car. I've been spending a few days trying to take all this stuff around, the harness, the pumps, the air conditioner and all that stuff. Last night I was watching a video. This guy's name is NitroKid98. Go check out his channel. I'm gonna put this link down here, his link down here in the description. But as I've seen, he's done that in 3 steps. So let's take this engine out of there now. Okay, so first step would be to take the engine mounts, which has one in there, one in here under this bag. Can you see down there? And one in there, and one behind the engine, which is kind of hard to see, but is right there. That one I didn't mess with yet. This one I took those 3 screws out, but it's still the middle screw to take. I need to take this bracket out, which is hell. I was thinking I could take the engine without taking the transmission, but it's not possible. So let's start by taking the wheels out of the car and the axles. The axles gotta go. Now we're going to use a 14mm socket to remove the 3 bolts that hold the shock. And we are going to use the 17mm to remove the arms. So there's one here and one there. Okay, so I hope you can see inside. The screws are all taken, so I'm going to hammer the top of the screws. There you go. Man. Wow. Okay, so that's the tie rod. There is a little clip on the bottom. So you got the 2 tabs. Put them together and pull the clip out of here. Sometimes it's kind of hard. Alright, so I don't think I will be able to reuse it, and this should be basically hand tight. It doesn't quite matter because this locks that in place, so it's like this. It's quite dirty for the amount of time that I used it, because I remember I replaced it. That's out. Alright, so the problem now, there's a nut on the other side, so I just hold that with my hands and it's good to go. So let's take that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 screw lightly here on top, because I don't want this to fall on me. Yeah, just 1 screw there, so I can take this out. There you go. I put a screwdriver there and drove this screw out of the hole. Oh, there's one more arm here. This is the arm that goes to the sway bar. That screw for the bottom of the shocks was a 17mm. This is the 15mm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screw those nuts back in the places where I'm taking them, so I remember where they come from. That and this came right out. I'm gonna take this guy out of here, which is going to free up my shock, and then I can take that little arm. Okay, that's freed up. You're free from your seams. And this is the bottom part, which you might, it's kind of dirty, no, not quite rusty, but you know, we might be able to paint and make it nice. Let's put the screw back in here and leave this right here. Okay, with all of that out, we're going to remove, there's a little clip in here. I hope you can see. Okay, trying to get the best shot I can for you. So that part of the axle, the internal part, is very hard to take out of there. At least my experience. So what I did is I put a pry bar like this, and I hit it hard here. So I put a pry bar and boom. Boom, so it starts coming out. I think now I can use my hands and take out of there. Oh yes, nice. But I cannot take out of here without taking a couple of those, at least one of those arms. I need to take one of those arms out of the way. I might take the arm out of there instead. So let's do it. Okay, it's again the 17. I'm gonna take that out. There you go. I got the arm. Oh yeah. So if you see that screw comes out all the way that way. So we're gonna take that out. All right. Wow, this is the longest screw ever. All right. There you go. Take the arm and finally, you don't want to come out, sir. All right. Damn. And there you go. This is the shorter side. Now I gotta go for the long one. So that does not look bad. I gotta look inside and see how it looks. But the reason why the internal part is harder is because of this little clip. Can you see here? There's a little clip, and as you move, the clip moves also. So that helps you take this out. So you try to prop it out and keep pushing in and out and turning. When it got locked, I hammer out and it came out. Let's take the oil out of the car now. So let it drip. I'm not gonna take the filter out. I just wanna drain the engine so when I tilt it, it doesn't spill oil. So just as a sanity check, I'm going to remove this ground, and this is going to the main harness. There you go. Okay, we are going to focus on taking the fuel line, which is tricky. There's just a couple of screws, and I think we're gonna have some fuel spill in here. This is a screw, but also a bolt. That's the tightest 8mm ever. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got one. And have my little bucket here. Nice. Put something in this hole so if the gasoline gets out of there, it'll come out in the rag. Pretty much it. You can see the little thing in there. I don't know if those things, I think this came out of the container. So this is the bottom of the engine, the back of the engine, which is that part over there. And there are 1, 2, and 3 sensors. There is the dang it, that thing is the one that charged the battery, and this is the bolt I'm interested. So I'm going to disconnect that harness that goes over there. I think it ends in here. That's the end of it. It goes all the way this way. I don't see anything up there anymore. I don't know what is inside this box, but there is some vacuum lines in there. So I just need to be sure that I'm recording this properly. Let's see if the camera will adjust. No. So it'll give me the more accurate way to take the engine out of this. I could use this big bolt in here, but this is on the bottom of the block, and I don't think the chain I have goes all the way that way, and I could use another one here, which is the front of the engine. So I have the front of the engine, I have some holes available, and the back of the engine, if I come all the way to the bottom, I also have some good ones, but I'm not sure if I can make it. So let me disconnect those guys. I just want to record. The yellow one goes to the first guy, the white one goes to the second one, and then the square one to the sensor right above the oil filter. And the alternator, that's the name of that, has one wire and one quick connect something, so that shouldn't be a problem either. Alright. Woo! Man! What a trip! I unplugged the sensors down there. So this should come right up. There you go. That and that. So harness is out. Super dirty. Well, let's do it. So I'm going down there. I'm aiming for this screw here. This guy. And you see from the bracket, so I'm gonna remove this, put the thing, and put bracket back on. Alright, so I guess the scarce part's done. Chain is set. I just put a little screw here where the steering wheel pump goes. It's a long boat. Yeah, it should be alright. And I put back there where that bracket goes. Not this one, the second one. So now I need to remove, you see my hoist right there? I need to remove this here. So I took all those little things, rivet, cricket, I don't know what the name of that thing is. So trying to remove the last two. I guess I'll need to remove the wipers also. Yeah, so this will be out of the way. I could remove those two screws here, but it will be way harder to set the thing there. This way I can do myself probably with the engine hoist holding the thing for me, and that's pretty much it. Whew, it's been I lost track. I don't even know what time it is, but probably 3 hours. I took the oil out, fuel line, plugs behind the engine, put the chain in here, and yeah, and I'm about to take this out. So I think I'm going to use the engine hoist since I'm by myself, and yeah, I might just hook this thing up there, unplug, and then I'll get the hood and put down here. So this is my garage right now. It's kind of organized. I have tools all clean. I'll put it away. I have parts here, so that's why I have kind of mess there. Some stuff here for the BMW, which is the seat, hood hanging there, car in there, engine here, idiot here. It's 3 a.m. I gotta go, and let's keep going tomorrow. And next day, here we are. Hood is out, is on the corner out there. We are going to point this thing here, which is way high. We are going to put inside here and drive to the engine and see what we can do. Okay, check this out. Impressive and scary. So I decide to try to pull it out, and I start using the pry bar. So when I use the pry bar, see the whole thing moving, the whole engine. So if I do like this, my whole engine moves, and boom, like magic, took it out. All right, so just assessing here really quick. Okay, so the engine is coming out. Problem is, I just need to, what the hell is that? No idea. Oh, the showstopper. This is hard as shit. I don't know how, where to buy this, so if you know, put in the description. Okay, so I just need to be careful not to break my oh man, all my cables are here. Well, she is out. Damn, boy, look at that. So, who said that that was an easy task? Not easy. It took me a few days. I mean, I never done, so disconnecting a bunch of stuff. There you go. Wow. Hang on. So disconnecting everything took me a while. And now, wow, that's all I can say. I'm kind of impressed with myself. So this is the only line I need to remove. It is awesome. The sense of this thing here, the sense of accomplishment is fantastic. You know, I know if you are a mechanic and you're watching me doing this, you're saying, oh man, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. But you know, I did everything at home. I've never done that. And I built an engine, took it apart, put it together with good stuff inside. Anyway, alright, I guess this will be the video. Luckily, I guess I'm a beginner, but you know, even balancing, I balanced it correctly because I knew that it would be way heavier here. Dude, I'm excited. Engine is out. Engine, transmission, I believe this should be the differential, or this car doesn't have a differential. I don't know. It's sort of weird, but I'll figure it out. This looks like a differential to me because there's a little tab and everything, but I'm about to set this in here safely between my crap on top of that tire, and then I'll take the parts I need out of there. I'll also prepare, because I'll need to install the oil sensor, the pressure sensor. And you see on my engine right there, I have that big thing. That's for the cluster, the gauge to work. So see the gauges right there, Yep. For the oil pressure gauge to work, we need to have that little thing in there, and then put the sensor on top of it. Took me 3 days, but not the whole 3 days. Yesterday I started at 10:30, I guess, p.m. and I finished at 3 a.m. Today I started at 10 and I have no idea what time this is. And the first day, well, I guess a day. I've never done that, so a day is pretty accurate. And there it is. A working engine out of my car. I might sell it. I'm just gonna get some screws and, you know, the cover, this cover here. This is what I was after, and of course I don't have the load balancer. I have all the engine mounts, but I need this plate here. I need the covers. I need everything. I need a bunch of stuff from this engine, but it'll be a good engine to whoever wants to buy it, or whatever I decide to do. Just replacing the head gasket, which I have an extra one. I'm gonna do that, and that's pretty much it. So hit the like button if you like, share this video, subscribe. Everything you do helps me a lot, and of course makes me happy, because I'm making cool videos. Not just for me, but I'm pretty sure I'm helping people, and I want to get this done. Let me show you the engine bay real quick. Look at how crappy this looks. Look at how much oil and dirt. I don't even know how I'm gonna clean this, to be honest with you. And you know, I just want to paint this area here. Back there, I'm not sure, because there is a cover, and so I mean it's pointless. So I'm gonna paint this area here, and basically this area here. So it'll be 2 areas, and this top part. Stay tuned. A lot more to come. I might do some. People are asking me to do a how to drive a manual video, so I'm gonna do that too. And that's it. Subscribe, hit the little bell if you want to get a notification every time I post a new video. And later.